It's cooking show time. We're starting right now, doing a little live health and wellness show for you here today. And we're going to have a lot of fun here today. Who likes to have fun? I like to have fun. Let's have a good time here today. What we're going to do first, guys, I'm going to bring out the machine here that made those salads. And it's called a kitchen cutter. It's not a gadget. It's actually a commercial tool for the kitchen. We're going to start this show officially by chopping up a few carrots. Now, the biggest thing you want to remember when you're cutting up carrots with this machine, you always want to remember that when you get to the end of the carrot, you let go of the carrot. Very important, okay? If you don't let go of the carrot, there's an automatic safety shut-off feature built into this kitchen cutter. This goes from bright orange to bright red, and I start screaming, ow, it automatically stops turning. Yeah. Now, I've washed these carrots, and I've scrubbed these carrots, but I haven't peeled the carrots. Can anybody tell me why I didn't peel my carrots? All the nutrients are in the skin. Now, there is a medicine that's in carrots, too. You know what that medicine's called? Beta carotene. A lot of doctors believe that beta carotene is the first known cure for cancer. Grow it right in our own backyard too, which is kind of cool. Now, got enough carrots here to officially start the show. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put the cutter aside just for a second. I'm going to take out my little 1-quart pot. We're going to start cooking here today. And I'm going to pop some carrots in there. And anybody here like broccoli? Anybody like broccoli? Broccoli, guys, is a superfood. There's over 7 times more nutritional value in broccoli than any other vegetable, so it's real good for you. So we'll put a bit of this broccoli in here. Now, zucchini, very good for the ladies. Lots of good vitamin E, keep you looking nice and young. In fact, broccoli and zucchini together are the 2 best known retardants for breast and colon cancer. So we'll put a bit of that zucchini in here. Yellow squash. Why do they call this yellow squash? Because it's yellow, yeah. Yellow squash, twice the vitamins C over oranges, so we'll put a bit of that in there too. Now, I'm going to do something fun for this show as well too. Anybody here like corn on the cob? I like corn on the cob. Everybody likes corn on the cob. But everybody tells me that there's nothing nutritionally valuable in corn. And that's actually a big myth. If you're a diabetic, it's a good blood sugar stabilizer. It's also jam-packed full of good antioxidants too. Lots of good fiber in corn as well, so we'll put a bit of that in there too. Now, we can do something fun for this show. We're going to put a little bit of cabbage in here. What color is that cabbage? Well, they call it red, but it is purple. When it starts to grow into the ground, guys, it starts out red. Hits the sunlight, turns purple. Lots of iron in there, lots of good cancer-fighting stuff in there too. Now, lastly, I'm going to put in a little bit of red bell pepper. And I got the red bell pepper mainly for the color because we eat with our eyes. But can anybody tell me, there's 2 colors that are scientifically proven to make us more hungry than any other color. Now, one of those colors, guys, is actually red. It's actually red. But what's the other one? Red and... That's some smart people here today. It's red and yellow. And if you doubt that, when you're driving home today, look at the fast food signs. They're all red and yellow. So if you want to get the kids to eat more vegetables, feed them red and yellow, don't paint your kitchen red and yellow. We'll all be like 600 pounds. I've got my little veggie medley all ready to go. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Now we're going to cook that right now. We're going to eat it, but we're going to cook it like Grandma cooks vegetables. What would Grandma add to the pot next before she put it on the stove? She'd add some water, right? Now if you didn't add the water, what would happen to the vegetables? They'd burn. So some dear old mom did this a million times growing up. She'd take the water, she would drown the vegetables out. She'd put it on the stove, she'd crank the temperature up to what? You want to go high, right? All the nutrition would steam out through the kitchen. 20 minutes later, she'd take it off the stove, she'd look at it and go, well, still see a little bit of life and color in these vegetables. They ain't quite dead yet. Then she'd stab them to death and put them back in the stove for another 20. Well, we're not going to do that today. What we're going to do, my friends, is we're going to rescue our vegetables from water today. The 2 main enemies of your vegetables are heat and water. Water is a universal solvent. Heat breaks down all those good cancer-fighting antioxidants. Now, what's in that glass other than water? Vitamins. Yeah. And that was a 5-second rinse too. Imagine if we were to boil these for 10 minutes. How much we'd actually be losing. So got rid of all the water, no more water in the pot. I'm going to put the lid on here. Am I going to burn these because there's no water in the pot? Not a chance, guys. Now, I'm going to pop them on the stove here. Now, we're not going to go on high today, okay, like Grandma did. We're going to cook these on low. Now, I'm looking for an internal temperature of 180 inside that pot. Now, where to know it hits 180? Because you're going to stick your tongue on this and check the temperature code. Yeah. Hey, guys, let's go ahead and let's give Joe here a big round of applause. He's going to be my guest chef here today. Now, Joe, watch the pot. When you see a steady stream of vapor come out of here, you let me know. Now, if we burn the vegetables, who are we going to blame? Joe. Now, we're not going to boil in this pot, but we are going to boil in this pot. This is a regular pot. There's nothing special about it. I'm going to add a few more carrots to this one. And then we're going to boil these ones up in just a few minutes the old-fashioned way. Going to give them a little bit of help here with this beta-carotene booster shot. And guys, while these are cooking, we're going to eat these in just a few minutes too. But while these are cooking, I'm going to bring my kitchen cutter back out, and we're going to make up a little stir-fry that's going to turn into a salad. Now, what's the hardest part about making a stir-fry? driving to the Chinese food restaurant. Yeah. Now, you've already seen my, my straight edge cone here. It does come with a French fry cone. Healthy cooking show, guys. No fries today, okay? But this one here is a cool one. This is my julienne cone. Does a real nice job. Going to take a little bit of yellow squash here and pop it in there. Anybody here like fresh coleslaw? You ever make your own coleslaw? Pretty hard to do, right? Now, I know we buy cabbage by the head, but can anybody tell me what a pound of cabbage costs these days? It's real cheap right now. Pick and save this morning, guys, about $1. Pound of freshly cut coleslaw this morning at Pick and Save, about $5. So I'm gonna save a lot of money doing it this way. Now the red cabbage, the purple cabbage, a lot better for you. It costs about 30% more. When it comes to vegetables, go for color. The more colorful they are, the better they are for you. Everybody always asks me to cut your hand with this thing, and it's real safe. Inside, outside, you're not gonna hurt yourself. Don't put your hand on that little slot on top because you get chef salad, finger food, hamburger, right? Anybody impressed with my cutter here? Who's got one of these? Who's got one of these at home? Okay, because everybody always asks me to cut your hand with this thing. It's real safe, right? Backwards and forwards, you're not going to hurt yourself. Don't put your hand on the little slot, because like I said, you get chef salad. This is the deluxe model, okay? Does yours come with the bandages included and a tetanus shot too? No, that's a hacksaw. This is a chainsaw. We need good tools for the kitchen. Do I have any celery fans here? Did any celery fans? Celery salt, guys, is the only safe salt you can eat. If you have high blood pressure, munch on some celery, take you down 10 points instantly. Quick fix, make you feel better too. What's the hardest part of celery, guys? Yeah? The stringy stuff. You don't need to eat it. You get a salad with no strings attached. Now, onion, who likes onion? Onions are real good for you too. Lots of vitamin A, very good for your heart. They're also a good weight loss vegetable. You don't lose weight on them. You just look smaller from further away. Yeah. They're also a good birth control vegetable too. I got girls, when my girls go to college, the deal is they have to eat 3 onions a day and a clove of garlic, or I ain't paying for nothing. Now, I'm gonna show you a couple more cones here real fast. Next one's gonna be my kids' favorite cone, and it's called the waffle cone. They like it the best because they make waffle potato chips with it. Usually cut up a big sweet potato. We're gonna make some zucchini chips here. They cut a little smaller this way, but I cook them the same way. You put them on a cookie sheet, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of sea salt. You pop them in the oven for about 10 minutes at 400 degrees. You get all the fat-free potato chips you can eat. My kids love them. They don't know they're fat-free. Now, guys, last cone is the shredder, and I'm gonna cut a little bit of cheese plant. It's not really called cheese plant, butternut squash. Sweetest of all the squashes. Guys, one about 6 inches tall has got more than 7 times more vitamin C than a 5-pound bag of oranges. You get rid of that nasty rind, you get that beautiful cheddar cheese, look to your salad. Anybody here impressed with my cutter today? Anybody impressed? Yeah? Anyone want one as a free gift today? We're gonna make some friends here, guys. Well, stick around. Yeah, I'm gonna be giving away at least one per show, hopefully, at this show. But guys, I'm gonna pop that right over there. But if you do get one as a gift today, do not put it into the cupboard. If you do that, it's going to be lost forever in the gadget graveyard, right next to the bread maker and that food processor we're not using anymore. Now, does anybody here try and eat a salad a day? Yeah, it's hard to do. The hardest part about eating a salad, guys, making a salad. This will keep for 5 days. Put it in a Ziploc bag, pop it in your fridge, and if you eat a cup of this dense vegetable salad twice a week, you'll cut your chances of internal cancers down by 85%. Big number. Unfortunately, today, most of us are eating honeymoon salad. Honeymoon salad, lettuce alone without dressing. Lettuce alone without dressing. Yeah. Now, before I put this away, guys, I think we should laugh a little bit, okay? Yeah. Before I put this away, I think we should celebrate our good health today. This cost me $2.83 at Pick and Save. Took me 3 minutes to make it. 3 minutes and $3. You got salad for a week. Let's cut our chance of cancer. Eat a salad today. Keep the doctor away. Yay! Yeah. Now, guys, can you see the vapor coming out of this pot? Let me ask you a question. How long has that been on the stove for? Best guess. Yeah. 5 minutes. How much water was in that pot when we started? None. Now that low temperature, guys, of 180 is pull some moisture out of those vegetables, create this little vapor flow here. The lid is spinning freely on a cushion of moisture. Now when I take this off the heat, guys, it locks. Now that's locked up solid. That's what the pot's designed to do. And everybody always asks me, what is the difference between these pots and everybody else's pots? Well, guys, you can go to Williams, Sonoma, Macy's, or even Walmart. If you buy a pot from one of these stores, they all do essentially the same thing. They cook from the bottom up. Now this is waterless cookware, and it cooks all the way around. So all the veggies in that pot are still cooking right now. Bottom up, top down, sides in. It's an all over cook. Now they're not done. They've been on the stove for 5. They need another 2 or 3 minutes to cook. The pot will hold the heat. This takes me about 10 to 12 to boil. You save $1 a meal when you cook this way. And if you're cooking 2 meals a day over 5 years, you're gonna save about $4 grand. So a lot of money going back in your pocket. Next question for you. Does anybody here spend $100 to $300 a week on your grocery bill? Easy to do. Average family of 4 this part of the country spends about $15,000 a year at the grocery store, and you're eating about 2.5 tons worth of food too. Next question, what is the most expensive room in your home to furnish? Not the garage, where the tools are. Guys, it's the kitchen. We spend thousands of dollars in granite countertops. You can spend $40,000 to $50,000 in cabinetry, but the most important part of our kitchen lives down in that gadget graveyard, so I'm heading down there right now. If I don't come back, you're taking over my show. See if you recognize this sound. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck down here. Okay, now wait a second here. Okay, I found it. Someone give me a hand here, okay? I'm okay. I'm back. Don't worry about me. Now, most of us are cooking that $15,000 worth of food on $50 or something that looks like this. I don't laugh. I had a lady the other day, she goes, I wish my set looked half that good. Recognize the old porcelain pot from Grandma's house? Hey, my grandma had a canopy bed, but her canopy was under her bed. Okay. And here in a second here, make sure if am I still hearing this? Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're good. Hopefully that sound's coming through okay. Let me just pop this back over here, okay? Okay, so pump that right there. So I think we're okay. Okay, now, you recognize the old copper bottom? You recognize the old copper bottom? Yeah. Very thin. This is actually, you get it as a wedding gift back in the day. This is actually a $225 pan today, but because it's so thin, you get those hot spots. So this is a piece of cookware. You buy it, you use it, you buy it again. Has anybody here ever replaced a pot or pan in your entire lifetime? Well, you're in good company, guys. Americans, on average, replace their cookware every 3 to 6 years. You buy the good stuff, you got it forever. Anybody recognize my old friend, Mr. Teflon? Soon to be Mr. Tefloff. A little too much pepper in your eggs? You didn't have any pepper this morning? I got to get serious, guys. I got to get serious for a minute. This pan will actually be off, hopefully be off our store shelves this year. It's a 38-year-old lawsuit. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. Check it out online. Every state in the country is suing DuPont Chemicals. Company makes the coating because they've proven in a laboratory that the chunks that come off here will give you cancer. Now, I'm selling this one cheap today. It's only $700. Yeah. I got 2 for Fred over here, okay, yeah. Obviously, guys, it's not a $700 pan. It's a $20 pan. You buy it at Walmart. Guys, you buy it every year, right? Then the next 10, 12, 15 years, this is what you're spending. You need a bunch of this. Millions of these in landfills across our country. They're not going to go anywhere. I'd like to introduce you guys to something a whole lot better. This is what we call the green egg pan. And obviously, it's not green. We call it green because it's never going to appear in a landfill. Now, when you cook your beef, your chicken, your pork, your fish in our cookware, you don't need any oils or butters. But an egg is pure protein. It'll stick to any surface, including Teflon. So during my show, I use butter, I use coconut, I use avocado oil, olive oil, and I'm going to go with the olive oil for this show. Now, guys, you don't need a whole lot, just a quick spritz. But has anybody here ever tried to cook an egg in stainless steel? What happens? It sticks, right? Whole stick of butter later, still gonna find a way to stick. Now I'm gonna show you guys why ours doesn't stick and what the others do. Now if you are cooking your eggs in Teflon or Tefal or anything that's coated, you're also cooking them on aluminum. These 2 pans come together, just an aluminum backing on the Teflon. Now, over time, aluminum tends to get dark, it oxidizes, and all of a sudden, when you're cooking with something that has acid in it, like spaghetti sauce or applesauce, it gets nice and bright again. What happened to all the dark stuff, right? You eat it, it goes in your tummy. I'm going to do an experiment for you. Now, this is called a scratch test, and we're going to use a little bit of plain old tap water here, a little science experiment, and we're going to use some, a little bit of Scotch-Brite. Now, touch the Scotch-Brite. Yeah, just Rhode Island. Now, aluminum, guys, has been tied to diseases. Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, autism. Alzheimer's, my friends, let me show you here real fast. There's over 10 times more aluminum in Alzheimer's patients' brains that should be there. Aluminum is illegal in 18 countries, including Canada and most of Europe. But very sadly, aluminum is still used in over 94% of all the skilled nursing facilities, hospitals, schools, and restaurants in our country today. Now, the odds are the next time you're out to dinner at one of our fine dining restaurants here in Beaver Dam, you're going to get a little side order of aluminum with your meal. This, my friends, is aluminum oxide. That is poison for your body right there. Anybody have a dog? Who's got a dog out there? Anybody have a dog? Guys, you cannot buy a bowl made out of aluminum today for your dog. It's against the law for the veterinarians taking care of our animals in our clinics to feed them out of aluminum too, because they did studies back in the 1950s and they made a startling discovery. When your dog finishes eating, what's the dog do to the bowl? licks the bowl. So the dogs are all getting mouth cancer, throat cancer, tongue cancer, stomach cancer. 1972, they got rid of this dog for the dogs. Big business kept it for us. And I'm not a doctor, guys. I've been working as a cook for a long time, and I don't pretend to know everything, but I do know one thing. You got one of these pans in your kitchen, especially this one. Get rid of them. They're deadly pans. They're going to hurt you and your family in the long run. Now, a much lighter note, who's got an iron skillet kicking around the kitchen? Any iron skillets? Love my iron skillets. Can't beat cornbread in an iron skillet. Now, when you first get an iron skillet, what do you got to do with it before you use it? You got to season it, right? And you don't wash it after that, because if you wash it, it's going to shrink. Okay, yeah. Now, iron's very porous. All the bacteria lives inside the pan. Now, if that was aluminum that I just showed you here, guys, what do you think that is? That's iron right there. Did you get your iron today? Yeah. Hey, guys, green leafy vegetables, better option for you. Let me show you my egg. Now, this is not Teflon. This is surgical stainless steel. This came out of the ground, guys, as iron ore in Pennsylvania became a pan. The stuff you're getting from China, your Rachel Rays, your Emerald Lagasse's, the Wolfgang Pucks, the Paula Deans, the Hexclads, they take real cars, we ship them over to China, they turn them into cookware, they ship them back, they wonder why it sticks. Guys, if it's a color, it's a chemical, that's all you gotta know. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this egg right here, okay? Look at this guy. Whoa, whoa, ta-da! Okay, guys, now look at this. Even with a broken yolk, all ready for the dishwasher. Everything's oven and dishwasher safe too. Now, I've shown you what's out there in the cookware world. I've done these shows across the country, and I've seen this mess right across the country. If you don't mind, I'm going to super fast introduce you to us. Has anybody here ever heard of waterless cookware before? Well, folks, we're Kitchen Craft. We are the original greaseless waterless cookware. We've been around since 1906. And if you are looking for good cookware in your future, let me give you a little bit of info. You're looking for a strong bottom. You know, we're the thickest in the industry, but we're thick right across the side, up, you know, right across the bottom, up the sides, and through the lid. And you're looking for a good warranty. What's the warranty on this cookware? It's forever, right? You pass this on to the kids. It's an heirloom quality product, okay? And let me go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get some food happening out here right now. But I had a lady come to the show about 7 or 8 years ago. She brought a big pot with her, much bigger than this one. She had a melted handle. These are a space-age polymer. They don't melt. They go right inside the oven. But she said to me, "Can you do something about my melted handle?" And I said, "Sure I can." But instead of replacing her handle, I replaced her whole set. And I didn't tell you guys, her set just turned 50 years old. I got a piece of it right here. Like any good tool, our name is engraved on the side. Now, back then we were 3-ply. Today, guys, we're a full 7-ply construction, or induction. Actually, we're the thickest in the industry, too. We're not really 7-ply. We're actually just the thickest, okay? And, guys, if it looks this good after 60, how good is ours going to look after 50, 60, 70, even 80, right? And if you look at my sign-in board over here, guys, when you've been around as long as we have, you get a lot of really good testimonials, too. I'm going to pass these around. Don't want to just shake hands with the finest cookware in the world. There's the old, there's the new, pass them around. Now, it is time to eat. It is an eating show. I'm going to feed you a little bit here today, too, okay? So take a toothpick, guys, shake it out like that. When you're done eating, pop them back in dry side up. No, they're all brand new, guys, okay? Don't worry about that. Yeah. Now, let me tell you what the cookware's made of real fast, and then we're going to eat. Now, the reason we can do waterless and greaseless is because of the 7 layers. Now, we start with a core of magnetic steel that holds the heat real well, also allows you to do induction cooking, too. And I want to show you something. This piece is 50 years old. It's induction friendly. Today, we are famous for having the finest induction quality cookware on the planet. Now, wrapped around that iron core, you got 3 layers of aluminum. The aluminum will kill you. You never want to eat directly off of aluminum, but it heats up fast, distributes the heat very evenly. So, love what these pans do. We don't like what they are, so what we've done is we triple wrap these with 3 more layers of pure non-porous, totally sanitary. T304 on the outside, T316 on the inside, surgical stainless steel. Highest grade of stainless steel in the world. Same stuff that your hip and knee replacements are made of, your heart stents are made of that stuff too. Does it sound expensive? Super duper expensive. But you know what, guys? Compared to poor health, it's a bargain. This cookware is designed to make you healthy, designed to open up your arteries. Had a guy in this booth about 8 years ago named Russell Stemp, good buddy of mine. He got up while I was serving the food, he undid his shirt, he had a big zipper scar in the middle of his chest, and he told my audience, 2 years earlier, he collapsed in his kitchen with a heart attack. 4-year-old daughter found him, called 911. After the emergency bypass surgery, his doctor and his surgeon sat him down and said, "Listen, man, we just gave your life back to you. But you got to do something nice for that little girl. You got to go out, invest in this cookware, use it as it's intended, or don't come back, because we don't believe you're going to make it." And he told my audience, guys, that when he collapsed, he was only 33, no history of heart disease, but he was also 473 pounds. And guys, he was 5'1", 5'2", real big guy. He said the cookware was instrumental in saving his life, and then he lost, eating this way in 2 years, guys, 125 pounds, not from dieting. You're never going to diet again. You'll never be hungry again. The diet companies are setting us up to fail. They want to make more money for the diet companies. What we do, guys, is real simple. We keep it down to 180. you maintain 98% of the nutrients in your food. The makeup of the metals, the layers of the metals, the thickness of the cookware, guys, allows you to keep away all the bad stuff. No grease, no oil, no lard, no fat, no butter, no water for your vegetables. Pounds drop, arteries open, you fight disease better, you live longer, you feel better. And I'm also very proud to tell you that everything you see in this display is 100% made in good old US of A. How about a big round of applause for 119 years of American-made excellence. We're not made in Hong Kong, King Kong, or jobs gone, right here in the good old US of A. Hey guys, do we have any veterans in the audience here today? Yeah? Let's give them a big round of applause no matter where they are. The owner of the company is a Vietnam vet. We love to celebrate them. And because we're veteran-led, we're the only company in the world that's allowed to carry American military insignia or hardware. These are free to our vets and their families and every piece of cookware, guys, that leaves our factory. We love to support our veterans. Okay. Now, we'll get some food happening here right now. And let's go ahead and pop this out here real quick. And anybody here drink coffee? Anybody drink coffee? Let me ask you, what do you do with the coffee grounds, right? You throw them in the garbage, right? You know, well, have you heard of Dr. Mayo, the guy that founded the Mayo Clinic? He said that if our sink and a digestive system be the healthiest member of our family. So I want to show you something. Now, we should all be composting. It's a good idea. Now, I want to show you here. This is the juice. This is like your coffee or your tea. This is everything that's good about those carrots in a liquid form. And like I said, we should be drinking this, but we don't. When you boil your vegetables, that juice goes right down the drain. You hop on the car, you drive over to Walgreens, you spend $30 or $40 on a bunch of vitamins to replace the stuff you just threw down the drain, and then you take the compost, the coffee grounds, you feed that to the kids. Now, I've cooked all the nutrients and all the flavor to these carrots. What do I have to add to them next to make them taste like food again? A little bit of salt, a little bit of butter. Now I happen to have some fake butter and I got some salt. How come my cholesterol is going through the roof and I'm gaining all this weight? Don't eat any of the fake butter. They call this low-fat butter because it puts fat on the lower part of your butter. One molecule away from plastic, got a shelf life of 26 years. If you like butter, use butter. This was made 1,000,000 years ago by God. This was made last Wednesday by God knows who. Now salt, we all know salt's bad. What disease kills more Americans than any other? Marriage. No, it's not. Yeah. Hey guys. American Heart Association calls that a heart attack in a box. High blood pressure, heart disease. If you like salt, guys, anyone here use sea salt? Got a lot of smart people here today. Guys, sea salt's made with 83 minerals. That's made with mercury. There's also aluminum oxide that'll help it pour too. If you like salt though, folks, do me a favor. Switch it off or cut back and add years to your life, guys, and go with something like Mrs. Dash, okay? No MSG, no sodium, nothing's gonna hurt you. That little bottle, if you can cut back on the salt, will add a lot of life to your years. Now lastly, I got some olive oil. I love olive oil. Who uses olive oil? Use it every day. If you like it, use it. But if you like butter, use it too. But if you're gonna buy the olive oil, spend some money. Get the extra virgin, the cold press, the first pressing. The good oils have no cholesterol. A lot lower in fat, friendlier fat too. Cheap oils are loaded with the bad cholesterol, loaded with the bad fat too, always cutting corners on our health. Yeah. Now guys, I'm going to pass some food out right now, but I want to show you something first. Go ahead and touch that pot. See how hot that is? Now that's got 5 minutes on the stove. Okay, it's been off the stove for about 20, and that's still hot. That's still holding that 180. And it'll hold that 180 for the next 20 minutes or so. Now when I open this up, I want a big wow. You know what wow stands for, don't you? Without water. We cook this completely without water. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Where's that wow? Isn't that gorgeous, guys? All the cancer-fighting antioxidants and enzymes are still alive and well. This is living food for living people in living color. And wait till you taste it. Now, if you're looking for a hot plate, we got a lot of smart engineers on staff, and I can just see this happening here. You know, Fred's at home making a beautiful meal for Barb. She walks in and goes, hey, where's my dinner? Well, Fred, you're going to look at that beautiful girl and you're going to say, sweetheart, I love you, I love you, I love you. Your dinner's on the table on a silver platter. Sit down, something to eat. Now, guys, I love to eat, love to cook, hate to clean up. I want to show you, nothing sticks permanently to surgical stainless steel. Any other pot in the world, you cook vegetables without water, guys, is going to be black. All ready for the dishwasher, oven and dishwasher safe too. Actually, no, we're not dishwasher safe anymore. I want to take that one back, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and pop this in here too. I don't care what McDonald's says. 5 minutes on my stove, no water, low heat. We got a way, way, way nicer Happy Meal right there. Now, so many times you boil, you steam, you microwave all the nutrients out of your food, and to make matters worse, you load up with a bunch of pills to get you through the day. Which makes more sense, the pills or the food? Yeah. I guess it depends on the pills, right? Everything you see right here is right there 1,000 times over. You can't replicate God's goodness in the food. And I'm going to go ahead and pass out some corn right now. You're going to love this corn. Everybody gets a piece of corn. And then we're going to start out. And guys, this corn's going to be super sweet because we did not boil. Okay, when you boil your corn, guys, you lose all the natural salts and sugars. When you cook it this way, you don't lose anything. Now, I'm going to pass out this plate next, okay? And this is a piece of cardboard carefully disguised as a carrot. This is a boiled carrot. You've all had a boiled carrot before. It's going to be nasty. Try one of those. Now, the next plate is going to be the waterless vegetables. When this one lands in your lap, try a carrot first. Big difference with the carrots. Okay, this one's going to explode with flavor. And you know what it's going to taste like? It's going to taste like a carrot. Okay, and then try the broccoli, try the zucchini, try everything else. Okay, now let me ask you guys, which plate of food tasted better? This one or this one, right? Well, the only difference between the food you liked and the food you didn't like is merely the tool that I used to create it with. And it doesn't matter if it's a $5 pan from Walmart or a $295 pan from Williams-Sonoma, which this is here. It's an all-clad piece. If you have to add liquid to your vegetables or oils to your meats, you're cooking out nutrition and you're costing your health too. Now, I know some of you kind of wandered in here today. Did you have fun? Did you learn something today? Yeah. I know a lot of you guys are pretty serious about your health. I know a lot of you folks don't know why you're here, but I know a lot of you want a free brochure. Who'd like to get a free brochure to take with you today? Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, buddy. Yeah.